And going in depth tonight. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney.
And I'm Angelique Lizardi. A Santa Cruz County judge has been put on notice by a state commission on judicial ethics due to conduct during the high-profile murder trial of a rancher that was accused of killing an undocumented immigrant on his property, which ended in a mistrial. News 4 Tucson's chief investigative reporter, Corus Nylander. He's been covering this story since it began. He has obtained the commission's ruling, and he joins us now live from Nogales with this in-depth report. Corus.
Hello, Sean. Of course, this was one of the most prolific murder trials in Santa Cruz County history. Went on for over a month back in April here in the courthouse just behind me. On day 12, the judge was becoming very frustrated with the trial's pace, so he chose to cut the defense team's cross-examination of a key witness short. That's what led to this complaint.
We're not going to question the witness anymore on this particular point. You have 5 more minutes with this witness on cross-examination.
Limiting me to 5 minutes of cross-examination with this witness violates Mr. Kelly's constitutional
You now have
rights.
4 minutes.
It was April 11th, 12 days into the George Allen Kelly murder trial here in Nogales. Judge Thomas Fink cut off defense attorney Brenna Larkin's cross-examination of one of the lead detectives on the case. As Larkin tried to make a record with the court, the judge stormed off the bench.
I mean, this was a murder defendant. You don't do that sort of thing. You don't restrict his right, his constitutional right to defend himself, or to his Sixth Amendment right to confront the witnesses against him.
Peter Petotsky is a retired Santa Cruz County resident. He was upset with Judge Fink's conduct that day. He quickly filed a complaint with the State Commission on Judicial Conduct.
I hope he resigns, to be honest with you.
Do you think what he did that day warrants that?
Absolutely.
All these months later, on November 22nd, the commission responded to his complaint, finding that Judge Fink improperly limited cross-examination and that it was improper he walked off the bench while the defense attorney was making a record to the court, but chose not to discipline him, dismissing the case with only a warning letter to Judge Fink.
I'm no longer frustrated by what they do. I just expect it.
But attorney Brenna Larkin doesn't feel as concerned because Judge Fink later offered to allow them to recall the same witness. In a statement to News 4 Tucson, she says in part, quote, "I understand where he was coming from, and the defense just rolled with the punches like we frequently have to do during trial. Judges have to make all sorts of decisions in the moment. Sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong. If a judge makes a bad call, I appreciate when he rethinks it and corrects it." And Peter Petotsky tells me that he has already requested a reconsideration from the commission for their decision to not impose any discipline, but he admits he doesn't expect anything to come from that. I did reach out to the Superior Court here for comment from Judge Fink. Court staff told me that he is away from the county right now and not able to be reached for some time. We're reporting from Nogales tonight. Corus Nylander, News 4 Tucson.